Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Cards and the reigning Super Bowl champs under the lights on Sunday night.
The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And a glance here at the veteran who will be leading them now in his 8th year in the NFL.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at the man under center, now in his 8th season in the National Football League.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned on a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Walker with a grab, left side. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down. Here's Purdy. This is Jennings. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 22-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
When you see those RPOs run, you need the first man to attack and be a disruptor. And on that play, he closed down fast and helped knock it away.
Purdy sets up to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. And his kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So out now come the Cardinals. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? We're on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
On the give, this is Nichols. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. They'll run with Nichols. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Ritter off the play fake. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Derek Stingley. He's the culprit. Causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Purdy's throw into the hands of Pitts here. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The throw over the middle, taken in. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Nifty move. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender, but a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches. Credit there goes to those guys up front.
Certainly does, but we're also seeing how quarterbacks are doing it nowadays on the sneak. When I played high school ball, my coach John Ford used to say, just get down behind those guys and pick up the first down. Now these guys might hesitate to count, use their vision in their eyes, and find the crease and dive for it that way.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. Purdy looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Buchanan. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. Purdy bootlegging it. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I see the surprise on your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. They'll get this to Jennings over the middle. And the Niners are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Justin Jefferson, a 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. On play action, here's Ritter. And this one is incomplete.
They certainly thought they had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Back to the air on second down. Here's Ritter again. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a 4-10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Ritter to throw it. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Ritter picked, and it's his former Bearcat teammate, Ahmad Gardner, who got it.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's third and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down.
Touchdown 49ers! Jamar Chase, 29 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
17-0 our score after one. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it second down and 12. Looking to throw it here, Ritter. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? One for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the...
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And taken right on the 30. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Now on first down, it's Purdy. He will find his man Chase complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Throwing here, Purdy. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. Walker now on 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ken Walker taking it in from the 20. And the Niners continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 17-yard line.
Here's Ritter. Complete to Stewart, right side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win. Going play action, Ritter. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
On the carry, it's Nichols. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Able to slither by. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 74 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 36. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A 2nd down throw for Purdy. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there. And 3rd and 8 now. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Now,
and he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Cardinal offense takes back over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Nichols. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches. But it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short, Ritter. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really They've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Ritter now. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Romeo Doubs as the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is down to 24. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard
15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Pushes past him. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And going right back to Walker. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Purdy off the play fake. This went into the hands of Pitts. A big play there for the Niners. 59 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Kyle Pitts, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have opened the lead up to 30. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Cardinals 7.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ritter.
Steps away to his left.
Ritter has it knocked down.
And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Purdy.
This is caught. Touchdown! Kenneth Walker. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Niners are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Cardinals 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big...
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up as safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is caught. Jennings.
Down to the 10.
Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. 69 yards.
And the Niners get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Cardinals 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
And now their hill to climb has gotten taller. They had the safety last time they had the football. That led to the touchdown a moment ago. So that deficit going in the wrong direction as they try to right the ship here. 1st and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Ritter here on 3rd and 2. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First down. Here's Ritter. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Back to throw, Ritter.
It's caught. It's Stewart. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 40. He had 5 catches in the wild card win, and that's his 5th here, and it's good for a first down.
Ritter back to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Niners are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
My ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position could get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jennings. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Back to throw, Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 34-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The end result, 21 yards.
Here's Purdy. Right back to Pitts again.
So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Purdy looking to throw.
This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. It'll be a gain of 5, and now we've got a 3rd and 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Again, it's Purdy to throw it.
Touchdown 49ers!
Kyle Pitts with now his 2nd touchdown in this 3rd quarter. And the 49ers are pouring it on.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
61, Cardinals 7.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
2nd and 10 now. It's Ritter.
Pass incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
This is fielded at the 27.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards. But, hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Throwing here, Purdy. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted.
And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a 1st down.
1st down, Arizona.
Ritter to throw it.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or two. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target.
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Bootlegging out here, Ritter.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Patterson's kick is good.
And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
Sticking with Walker on second down. 110 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there in the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On second down, it's Walker. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
46-yard line.
Again, it's Walker.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now Purdy working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 20-yard line. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On first down, Purdy. Short pass tip, but caught anyway. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Again, Walker.
And they'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Ken Walker saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the 49ers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Into the hands of Nichols.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
That is caught. He's got a first and maybe more.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
Romeo Doubs.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just got to have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Purdy. Short throw caught by Pitts.
Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now.
Purdy from the gun. He'll get this to Jennings over the middle.
And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Purdy on the sneak. And boy, that's going to be close. He didn't get much at all there, but he got the first. Looked like they might have held him defensively, but the referee signals it will be a 1st down.
But when it's 4th and inches, shouldn't you pick up the 1st down? I mean, shouldn't you go for it? I mean, if you can't get inches, right? Why are you playing?
And on inches, that's your favorite play, right? Don't mess with handing it off. Just go ahead and get the surge and go right up the gut.
Exactly. Create that. Just a little bit of space should get it.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the
172 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run again with Walker. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Hand off here to Walker.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. They'll give it up to the big man Walker. Dances by him. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal.
And that's a great run, and this is when you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Here's Walker.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays.
And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
Escapes the defender.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Ritter's throw complete to McBride.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
First down, Arizona.
Ritter will set up to throw it. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Ritter now on second down. That throw right side here going to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
To the air again, it's Ritter. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And the Niners will continue on as we say so